Hello, my name is Leon, and today I will be skating them Denny Beer Pro Skate with 90mm wheels. You can see me assembling the skates. The Denny Beer are an aggressive skate designed for doing grinds and jumps and silly tricks. Silly in a good way. And today I want to test them with bigger wheels to allow me to skate faster, roll over rougher surfaces smoother, and do different types of tricks. Not the same tricks I would do if I had the aggressive frames on, which are great and they are really fun. So here you can see me in my apartment in Victoria, BC, Canada. It's a beautiful sunny day. I'm wearing them Unit E shirt, sipping on some coffee from a single-use cup. I'm really sorry, Danny Beer. I know this is not good for the environment. It will not happen again. It doesn't happen too often. But I couldn't find my mug and I needed coffee. Here you can see me. It's really important that the bearings sit tight in the wheel. So even though I have this bearing press made by Bond, which is a beautiful product, but even after you do that, it's really important to use your hands and make sure to compress the wheels to make sure the bearings sit flushed. Here you can see the Kizer Element 90 UFS frame. Really nice. I think it's a great frame option. I love the 90mm wheel size. It's a nice happy medium between big wheels and aggressive skates. I think some people might think that 90s are huge, and they might be, but if you're not used to it. But considering there's 100s, 110s, 125s, the 90s are a pretty good size. Like, it's a pretty average size. It gives you really good shock absorption, good speed, but it still feels really light, really nimble. So if you're used to aggressive skating, you're not gonna feel like you're on a really crazy setup that you can't control. I think the length of the frame and the size of the wheels with this boot felt very manageable. And this frame has a rocker, so the front and the outer wheels are raised by 1mm or something like that. And that gives you a lot more maneuverability, so it doesn't feel as sticky. So it makes it easier to turn, makes it easier to do some fancy footwork on flat ground, like wizard skating style movements or slalom skating. So that's the setup for today. I'm using FR Urban Speed wheels. They're 90mm 85A. I'm really impressed with this wheel. I think it's the urethane feels great. The core feels really strong. The frame itself feels great, and I think it's a really affordable option for someone wanting to get into wizard skating or just have fun in different ways with your aggressive skates. And yeah, I think it's a good option. Obviously, if you put bigger wheels on the same boot, I think it might not feel as responsive. So if you go to 100 or 110, I think that's where you will start noticing the need for a stiffer carbon fiber style boot like the Wizard Skate. But with the 90s, I think it feels great. Again, all comes down to what you want to do with it, but yeah, coming from me, I was really impressed. I'm also really impressed with this FR backpack. I had it for a while. It's this tote bag, sorry, FR tote bag. It's feels like nice canvas kind of material. So it's strong. It can fit big wheels. I can even fit my, 6 wheels frames in there, which is crazy. And I like the fact that it has one longer strap, so you can kind of put this tote bag around your shoulder. So it's really convenient, really light and minimal. So here I'm strapping on the skates. This is the second time I'm skating them Denny Beer skates. And the liner is still not fully packed out. So I can still feel like my big toes are kind of pushing the liner. So I skated for maybe 2-3 hours. I didn't have to take them off. But now after the session, I feel that my big toes are maybe a little sore. But that's perfect because that means the liner is still forming, still shaping around my foot. And within the next couple sessions, it would feel perfect. My recommendation is always to get them a little tighter. You don't want to have any movement inside the liner, of course. And it's okay if you get it tight to a point that it feels a little uncomfortable after the first hour, half hour, whatever. It usually takes about 20 hours for the liners to really stretch and form and mold to the shape of your foot. So so it's still the second session, but they're feeling really comfortable, still needing to stretch a little bit. But patience. Trying to show off here. I wasn't used to the short frame with a rocker, so I felt like maybe the rocker was a bit more than I expected. That's why I fell back. Usually I would not fall back like that. It wasn't intentional. So yeah, this is just outside my house. Literally the first flat ground experimentation. And they felt great. I could do a lot of the wizard style kind of movements without feeling like I'm on a soft, unsupportive boot. Again, I did choose the 90 millimeter because I felt like that would be a good size to, thought it would be a good size.
Okay.
I'll be quiet here while this lady was really impressed with my skills.
Cool. Be able to do that on figure skates.
Yeah, it's kind of the same.
Yeah.
Some different surface.
Yeah. Do you live here?
I live around the corner.
Oh, but you just come to this great space.
I was just kind of leaving my house, and this seems like a nice sunny spot
Yeah.
with good surface.
Yeah, that's great exercise.
The texture matters, so
Yes.
this area has a nice.
Those are new. Are those new skates?
They're pretty new.
I haven't seen them plasticized like that. They've come down that there's not much to them, is there?
How are they different?
Well, I'm thinking of old skates. Okay, I'm thinking of old skates that are not made of plastic.
Okay, what were they made out of?
Oh, probably leather.
Yeah,
And then artificial leather.
yeah.
You know, you don't know what they're made of, but I've never seen clear plastic like this. What brand are they?
This is them skates.
Them skates.
Them.
Them.
T-H-E-M.
E-H-E-M.
T.
T-H.
Yeah, them.
Yeah.
Us and them.
Yeah. You obviously liked ice skating. Or did you?
I was never really, never got really good at it.
Yeah. See, where I lived when I was growing up, we didn't have roller skating. What do they call it now? Blade skating or what? What do they call it?
Um,
Is it still
it's-
roller skating?
well, there's roller skates. This is officially inline skates.
Those are inline skates because they look easier. They'd be easier for someone to go from figure skating to
Yeah, because it's a straight line versus
Yeah.
the roller skates.
R2.
R2,
Yeah,
exactly.
Right.
So it's inline skates, but there's a lot of different kinds.
So have you been skating a long time?
Yep. Yeah, maybe 26 years or
It's such great exercise.
yeah.
Is there a place to go to inline skating here in town?
Well, depends what Dallas Road over here is beautiful. That's where most people will
The new
go.
pavement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, having good pavement and good scenery
Oh,
is
yeah. I wonder how the adaptation is to the inline skating. I haven't skated for a long time.
if you have the right skates,
Yeah.
I would say that the adaptation is easy. Yeah. But as long as you start in the right area, a nice flat surface.
Yeah. Anyway, it's such a treat to see.
Radio.
Is it?
Yeah.
What,
That's,
what station?
Okay, I'm still here.
91.3. They got very good.
So the lady who wanted to sing, she got inspired to sing to my skating. So here she's asking the neighbor if he can turn down the music so she can sing for me and I can skate. It's kind of interesting how the transition from aggressive to big wheels, I kind of notice I interact with people around me much more. Anyway, I'll be quiet here while she sings.
French, we say ça va.
Ça va?
Oui, ça va.
Ça va bien?
Ça va bien. I used to teach it.
Okay.
Oui, ça va. I was teaching English at the Francophone Center until, unfortunately, the COVID came in. And I wouldn't go online teaching language. Okay. Okay. This is one of my new songs.
Okay.
You play drums?
No, I don't play music.
Oh.
Good.
Good morning. How are you?
Of each sunrise breaks through, casting rays through each passing hour. Till the light on the star shines through. Till the light of the star shines before you. And as light of each sunrise breaks through, casting rays through each passing hour, till the light of that star shines through. Till the light of that star shines
Oh, God. Good.
Well done to you.
Great. Yeah, I got it. I was in the moment. I was all of a sudden thinking of my verses. But I was into trying to get the right rhythm. I'm debating, I've got it recorded already, but I'm debating whether to get somebody with a hand drum. Just we can move that up to.
Let the light of a star shine before you. And this light of each sunrise breaks through.
Just changing the rhythm a little bit.
Yeah.
Or you can go.
Let the light of a star shine.
There's a lot of possibilities when you're in 4/4 time.
We should collaborate and make a skate video
Wouldn't that be
with,
fun?
with your singing in the background.
Oh my gosh, you know what?
All right. Yes, I'm back. So, like I said before, yeah, it's nice how much more accessible or how much more approachable you are when compared to an aggressive skater skating a ledge or a rail, doing tricks and grinds, potentially damaging property. I think when you're on the big wheels just playing around, moving, people seem to respond differently to it. Maybe because I'm older and yeah, who knows? A combination of all. So it's a beautiful day in Victoria. I always feel really guilty if I just sit at home and do emails on a day like this. So I always try to get out, skate, do as much work as I can while skating. Sometimes I film, sometimes I just grab coffee, skate around. I see it as, sometimes with my work, it's hard to know what to focus on. There's just a lot going on. But because I work in the skate industry, I always feel that putting on my skates and actually going skating is always the best use of my time. Even if there's things that are not getting done as quickly as they could, eventually things do get done. But we cannot forget that skating is at the core of it, and yeah, I gotta keep skating as much as I can. So yeah, today was a nice day. I feel productive, or at least that's my excuse. Blade God will approve. Blade God always approves when you go skating on a nice day. So what can I say? Yeah, this section is kind of like rougher usually. So I was really impressed with how well the 90mm wheels handled, and just how the whole setup felt. And I'm used to really high-end skates. This felt great. Obviously there's differences once you start getting into more technical tricks. You will definitely see some differences or feel some differences if you're good enough of a skater. But just for a casual, nice sunny day, cruising around, I really enjoyed this setup. It felt light, nimble. I can still do a lot of my wizard skating moves. I could still enjoy good speed. Yeah, I haven't done any grinds with this setup because, there's other tricks. It's not only about grinding on your skates. Here, for example, I wanted to film how I walk downstairs or upstairs in a more fluid way. It's not something that I ever felt could be considered a trick, but when people see me walk upstairs or downstairs, they're always really impressed and think that I'm showing off. But yeah, in a way, I am showing off all the time. That's part of being an aggressive skater. That's like if I'm filming, I'm trying to do things to impress or inspire other people. So it's nice to execute even walking downstairs in an elegant way. So for example here it's a crossover, cross under, crossover, cross under to fakie. So I was pretty happy about this one. I was happy about this one as well. Just combining different, like a crab rolling position to a stall to spin out. The possibilities of tricks on, it's endless possibilities. Anyway, it's this was kind of my trick of the day, the most aggressive trick that I filmed today. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.